Welcome to another episode of Stuck in My Mind podcast. I am your host, Wize, and today's guest is known as the Doctor of Last Resort. He's a world-renowned expert on the unconscious mind, trauma healing, and stress resolution. As co-creator of the ACE treatment solution, he's helped tens of thousands worldwide reduce medical visits by over 30% and written 15 books on healing and resilience. Endorsed by Deepak Chopra, John Assaraf, and even Fortune 500 leaders, Dr. Alman has spent 25 plus years proving that transformation is possible when you learn how to work with your unconscious mind. Welcome to Stuck in My Mind podcast, Dr. Brian Alman.
Thank you so much. I am so glad to be here. I've been looking forward to Stuck in My Mind. I mean, this is my world. This is my passion. This is my purpose. This is what I do. People come to me from all over the world telling me, I'm stuck in my mind. Help me. Help me get unstuck. Help me get free. What can you do? I've tried everything, coaching, therapy. I do it all. I do all the workshops. I'm still stuck in my mind. So this podcast this is my home field, Wize. This is my place. Oddly enough, this is my place of comfort because this is where I do my work.
So Dr. Alman, what first led you into studying trauma and the unconscious mind?
Well, probably like a lot of us, we've always been curious about what makes people tick. Why do I get stressed like this? What's happening in my family that I'm sort of soaking up the difficulties? I think we all grow up. I certainly did, wondering, why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Why am I thinking what I'm thinking? Why are they feeling and think? Why are they acting like that? So I've always been very curious about people. I didn't know it was called psychology when I'm 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, but clearly it was psychology. And like all of us, I've had my own traumas, what we call adverse childhood experiences. That's pretty much, according to the science, it's 60% of us that have had trauma as kids. Now, with what we're going through with COVID, with what's going on in the world, I mean, the whole country, the whole globe is traumatized by the events, whether they've been health or political or whatever they are. So trauma is a part of all of our lives. And in addition to being curious, Wize, I've always wondered, what would it take to really help people improve their lives, to change, to grow? How can you use negatives to help you with positives? That just has been my fascination. Like you said at the beginning, I've written 15 books about it. So I'm obviously fascinated. I have dozens of courses. I've taught in dozens of countries because this is the area where people get stuck in their own head because of trauma, because of stress. But it's important to point out it's unresolved trauma. It's unresolved stress, which is, according to the science and literature, that's about 95% of us are walking around with unresolved trauma and unresolved stress. And even though we've tried everything, and what's it going to get me better? How am I going to focus on work? How am I going to make money? How am I going to get a promotion? How am I going to do what I need to do? I've got so much to do, but I'm preoccupied with what's happening between my ears, in my head. And just so we know the positive and negative side to being stuck in your head, this is the most powerful pharmacy in the world, in between your ears. More powerful than Lilly, more powerful than the pharmacy. The most powerful pharmacy in the world is in between your ears. So that can work against us when we have unresolved trauma. We can send out all kinds of hormones and chemicals and a cascade of chemicals that just make us feel depressed and anxious. And then we got to go find ways to get addicted so we don't have to deal with it or think about it. And also, that most powerful pharmacy in the world between yours is also your greatest resource. Your unconscious, the true, authentic you, where you can help yourself more than you've ever had before. I mean, the biggest mistake people make, Wize, is they underestimate themselves. Well, your unconscious mind is even smarter than you are. So you can say right now, thank goodness, because you know you don't have all the answers, but your unconscious mind does. Yes, it's true.
So you're called the doctor of last resort. What does
Yeah.
that mean? You?
Yeah. So I've been working with the world's largest nonprofit healthcare provider, Kaiser Permanente. There's 13 million members now. And the medical doctors were sending me their patients because I'm the expert in mind body healing. That's what I write about. That's what I teach about. That's what I train people for. So they were sending me the people that weren't getting better. They go to the doctor once a month, once a week. They're very expensive to the system, but they're basically just not getting better no matter what drugs, no matter what therapies, no matter what they do. So they would send people to me, and the physician of the year at Kaiser Permanente, a medical doctor by the name of Al Ray, nicknamed me, well, Dr. Brian Alman, he's the doctor of last resort. He's the guy we send people to when we don't know what to do and they're not getting better and they're not dying and they keep coming in and they're expensive. We don't do. So we send them to him and then he helps them. He helps them help themselves. But what happened over the years, and again, this is thanks to another medical doctor at Kaiser Permanente, Dr. Vincent Felitti, who started the whole adverse childhood experiences ACE study. He called me the doctor of first resort. Well, wait a minute. Let's not spend all that time, energy, and money sending him to other people before they get to Dr. Brian Allman. Let's start sending him to him first. And then in a short number of sessions, usually within, weeks, 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month or two, people got better with problems they had had for years or decades, chronic, from addictions to pain to cardiovascular issues, cancer, autoimmune, all the illness. He would send them to me first. And people got better because when you tap into the power of your mind, your unconscious mind, you could think of it as your mind, body, heart, and soul, kind of the whole, total, most real you. Yeah, that's where a lot of people say, well, miracles happen. How could that person get better that had been struggling all those years? How could they possibly be dealing with stress so much better? How could they stop being addicted after all those? How could they stop being anxious? How could they get out of their depression? How could they actually go from being so troubled and struggling to getting better? Because it's the power of the unconscious mind, of the innermost you. So never underestimate yourself because you have more wisdom than you're tapping into. You know the saying, people use like 12% of their brain.
Yeah.
Well, we probably know a lot of people that use a lot less than 12%, but we won't go there, right? But even if it is 12%, what about all the rest? Don't you want to tap into that to help yourself with work, with family, with relationships, with stress, with the things you've been struggling with for years? Don't you want to tap into the power of what you already have available? It's already just sitting there available 24/7. Well, in my opinion, the answer is yes, because you can get better very fast. And not only does it help right away, but it helps long term, whether it's from trauma, whether it's from stress, whether it's from pain, physical pain, emotional, psychological pain, family pain, financial pain, whatever it is, people can get a lot better than they ever thought they could when they utilize their inner resources, their unconscious mind. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's a big yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
So, of course, the question becomes how to, Wise. Well, how do you do it, right? Or how do I do it? Well, like so many things, how people go from struggling to whatever you're struggling with, whatever your listeners are struggling with, whether it's financial or emotional or psychological or trauma from the past or trauma from their adult life. Uh, it's so paradoxical because you actually have to go through your conscious mind, number one. Then you have to go through your subconscious mind, number two, to get to number three, your unconscious mind. Because a lot of people, I just want to get to my unconscious. I just want to get to the answers. I just want to feel better. I just want to do better. I just don't want to have these problems anymore. Well, of course. Who doesn't? But you actually have to go through your conscious mind and through your subconscious mind to get to your unconscious mind because those are bridges. They're not walls, they're bridges. You can't just go to your inner wisdom and your unconscious mind and figure things out. I mean, everybody would do that if they could, but there's actually a process that you have to go through to get to your inner wisdom. And I think people intuitively know this. I just happen to know the how to's because I've done this with so many different thousands of people from so many dozens of cultures from all around the world. Those people have been teachers, as well as uh, patients or clients or students. Uh, we learn from everybody when we're open, and we can facilitate people going through their conscious and their subconscious to get to their unconscious. That's really the great move that people want to know.
So how did your personal story or early career shape your approach to trauma?
Well, unfortunately, I think like a lot of us, I was born with a difficulty or born into a difficult family. I was born missing part of my back, part of L4 and L5. So I had chronic back pain growing up. And anybody that has pain, any of your listeners or viewers that have pain, physical pain impacts us emotionally, psychologically, socially. We can't do as much. We start to get really critical of our bodies and critical of our pain and critical of ourselves. We get emotionally depressed, sad, we get helpless, all the normal things that everybody that's listening and watching goes through when you have physical pain. Well, the same is true when you have emotional or psychological trauma and pain. It affects all of you. It affects your body. It affects your brain. It affects your emotions. So no matter where our traumas came from, mine started in my body, became emotional, psychological, social. And other people started in their emotions, their upbringing, their parents, their families, and then it goes to the physical and the psychological. Wherever our trauma comes from, mine started physical but got everywhere. But others may start with, you know, trauma in the family, like sexual abuse or alcoholism or any of the neglect, any of the domestic issues that happen, lack of money. I mean, trauma can come in families in so many different shapes. That's why we developed the ACE treatment solutions, because everybody's different and the categories are different and the ages things happen are different and how often it goes on for. But with chronic pain, it's every day. It becomes an everyday challenge, and you just can't do as much and you get down. So that's how it all started for me. Was my physical trauma led me to understanding how to help the pain, which led me to helping myself understand the emotional part of pain, which led me to the psychological and mental parts of the pain, and then the social, the relationship parts of the pain. So that was my entrance. Fortunately, because of the work I do and all of the practicing what I teach, it also became my exit. And that I used to be in pain 90% of the time. And now I'm free of pain probably 95% of the time, which is a miracle because I was in pain for many, many years. So that's like, I don't even know how, I never believed it would happen, but it did. I had a great teacher who got into the field because of his pain. So he had an extra sensitive approach. He was 75 when I met him. He had polio as a kid and a teen. He was supposed to die, never make it to 20. And I met him when he was 75. So obviously he, broke that mold. Uh, and so he knew how to help me physically, emotionally, psychologically, socially. So I was very fortunate to have that kind of training. And now I'm free of the pain most of the time. But that's the original trauma wise was the physical trauma that became, very quickly emotional, psychological, and relationship impacts of all those. Yeah.
So why do so many high performers stay stuck despite doing all the right things?
Right, because they don't get to their unconscious mind. They're trying to fix it. Their conscious mind is, well, I feel like I should be doing better right now. I don't know why I'm not doing as good as I could. What is it? What's the struggle? What's the problem? And then their subconscious mind, which is the overthinker, The perfectionist, well, you're not perfect. So if you're not perfect, you're not okay. You're never going to be as good as you could be because you make mistakes. You keep doing some of the same stupid things over and over again. So people go to their subconscious mind for the answers, and the subconscious mind has a lot of answers, but they tend to be critical and judgmental and really fixated on being perfect. If you're not perfect, you're not okay, says the subconscious mind. And then the conscious mind, but I'm trying, I'm doing everything. I'm an athlete, I'm doing everything, I'm working, I'm doing everything I can. What else can I do? Well, subconscious says, you're not doing enough. You never do enough. I've been telling you that. You're not doing enough. So people go back and forth in the reasons they don't succeed. And this is 95% of people on the planet. They go back and forth like an internal debate, internal dialogue between their conscious mind and the subconscious mind. But I'm trying everything, says the conscious mind. And the subconscious mind says, no, you're not. You're not doing everything. You're sleeping. You shouldn't even be sleeping. You should be training and practicing 24 hours a day. You should be going for perfect. And the conscious mind says, I have to sleep. I have to get my night's sleep. I'm doing everything I can. I did the coaching. I did the therapy. I did all the workshops. I did everything. Subconscious mind goes, no, you didn't. You didn't do everything. And even when you did it, you didn't even do it that good. I told you that at the time. I was doubting you. I was skeptic about it the whole time. So people go back and forth like an inner debate, an inner dialogue between their conscious mind and their subconscious mind. I feel I'm doing everything I can, says the conscious mind. And the subconscious mind says, you're not doing everything you can. You could be doing a lot more. I know people that do more than you. You're not doing that much. Back and forth and back and forth. And this usually goes on for a lifetime. Most people never really get free of that intense inner dialogue. And every one of your viewers, every one of your listeners knows that this is them. Everybody knows that. I feel this and I feel like I'm doing everything. And then the subconscious comes in. No, you're not. You're not doing everything. You're not even doing enough. What are you kidding me? Who are you trying to trick? You're trying to fool yourself? Don't try and fool me. But I really am. No, you're not. I'm trying. No, you're not. You could do more. I'm doing as much as I can. No, you're not. Back and forth, back and forth, back. It's only the few people that discover that they have an unconscious mind, an inner wisdom, a part of them that can help them transform their sports, their sales, their life, their relationships. Everybody has it. It's like stem cells. Everybody has them. They're just sort of hidden and they're buried like gold, like treasure. And because the conscious and subconscious mind are bickering and debating and fighting so much, it just can't get through. It's like the gold underneath the lead. So being able to get to your unconscious mind, that's the breakthrough. Now, the conscious mind is going to still be there. You're still going to have all these different feelings. Your subconscious mind, that inner critic, inner judge, never satisfied, never good enough perfectionist, is always going to be there too. By the way, people spend years and decades in workshops and therapies trying to get rid of that. And I hate to tell everybody, but I can tell you this, I guarantee it, that part of you has a lifetime membership. You couldn't get rid of it with a lobotomy. So you can stop trying. You can recognize it like rings of the tree. It's part of your upbringing. It's part of your life. It's a part of you. You have to learn how to manage it yourself instead of it managing you. Same with emotions. You have to learn how to manage your emotions, your feelings, instead of them managing you. Same with trauma. You have to learn how to manage the trauma instead of the trauma managing you. So it's the same whether it's your conscious or your subconscious or the stress or the worry or the anxiety or the depression. We all have to learn, every one of your listeners has to learn how to manage the inner judge, the subconscious, the emotions, the stress, the fears, the worries, the depression, the anxiety, the trauma. We have to manage all of them because otherwise they're going to manage us. And the only way to do it is one way. Good news is you already have the access to it, you just don't know how to reach it, is with the help of your unconscious mind, your inner wisdom, the innermost you, the true, authentic you, always available. I call it the inner doctor, always available 24/7, does house calls. It's free. You don't have to make appointments. And that's the only way for people to actually improve their lives and grow is to connect with their inner doctor, their inner true sage, their inner wisdom, their unconscious.
So what makes your method different from traditional therapy and coaching?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is traditional therapy and coaching are going to try to get people to stop being negative, stop listening to their inner critic, stop being a perfectionist, stop being critical, doubting. And I do the opposite because I've had so much experience and had so many teachers from CEOs to billionaires to athletes, from Olympics to professional to amateur to parents to teachers. And the opposite is you have to listen and accept that inner judge, inner critic, never satisfied perfectionist. You're not going to get rid of the negative part of you. So, all the therapies and all the coaching and all the programs, they're saying, you need to not be negative. You need to not be judgmental. You need to stop being a perfectionist. Well, none of them can do it. None of them can do it. But that's the advice they give, even though they can't do it themselves. And what I've learned is you do the opposite. You give it a voice, you express it. I have so many techniques, so many how to's to be able to accept, express, release, let go. And this is going to sound crazy, but it's true. You actually have to become friends and support because it has a lifetime membership and you're not getting rid of it. You might as well be friends. Think of it as an inner roommate that you're not going to get rid of. It's not moving out. You move out, it comes back in. You move her out, she comes back. You're not going to get rid of it. You might as well learn how. How can you be friends? How can you connect and support and maybe even help each other with that almost impossible roommate that you never could stand, and now you're doing the opposite? Well, you might as well because, you know, it has a lifetime membership. It's going to be part of the inner you forever. So that's a huge difference from all the other therapies and all the other coaching. And this is my 15 books, my dozens of courses, my app. I have all these other ways of showing people how to do this, that you have to do the opposite. You actually have to be supportive and encouraging and understanding and loving to like my worst inner enemy. To the part of me I've been trying to get rid of all the therapy money, all the coaching money, all the investment I've been doing to get rid of it. Now you're telling me that you're actually saying I need to get along with it and keep it and listen to it and actually get it to be onboarded to help. That's exactly what I'm saying. And it's a lot easier to do this than it is to not do this. That I can tell you right now. You try to not get along with, you try to get rid of, you try to suicide, negate, assassinate, annihilate that inner judge, perfectionist, inner critic. It's never going to work. They'll have 1,000 reincarnations. Don't worry about a cat with 9 lives. Your inner critic will just keep reincarnating forever. And same with your emotions. Your emotions are like rings of the tree. You don't cut a tree in half, dig out the rainy years where it was trauma or stress, and then glue the tree back together thinking it's going to grow. That's not going to work. No, that would not be a good idea. So if you have a tree and you're thinking of doing that, don't do it. If you're thinking of doing that with yourself, with your own trauma and your own stress, don't do it. It's not going to work. You want to be the present ring, this unconscious you, this innermost you, to help all those 7-year-old, 12-year-old drought, rainy, trauma, stress years, because those are part of the whole you, the holistic you. So you actually have to learn how to take care of instead of get rid of. You don't have to fix, change, solve, make yourself different. Do the opposite. Work more from the acceptance, the understanding, the learning. You can learn a lot from your emotions. You can learn a lot from your traumas. You can learn a lot from your inner judge and inner critic. I mean, these are inner teachers. These are gurus. These are, parts of you that can help you grow, and you're trying to get rid of them. You're trying to shut them up. You're trying to stop them. You've never had success with it. You've been trying it for years. It's never worked. You might want to be open to trying something different, like what we're talking about here today, Wise, which is okay. I'll try doing the opposite because it hasn't worked all these years. Okay, I'll try this approach with the unconscious, with the inner wisdom, with the listening, with the acceptance, with the knowing they're going to be part of you forever. Yeah, it's true. It's definitely true. We know this because our assessment, our adverse childhood experiences assessment, is in 100 countries. Millions of people have taken it in every state in America and all around the world. So we've been learning from people who answer the questions about their upbringings, how much their upbringings are still affecting them. So you still have the inner mother in you. You still have the inner father in you. You still have the inner negative coach in you. You still have the inner negative teacher in you. Thing is, you want to learn how to work with these and integrate these better than ever before. We also added a positive childhood experiences assessment. Both the 12 questions, both take 5-10 minutes to answer because we want people to utilize their parent that was loving or grandparent or coach or teacher, want to utilize the positives to help with the negatives. And that's just so important. But the big thing and what I love, my passion, my purpose is about the how to's. Well, how do you do it? So glad you asked because we have 1,000+ techniques. The cool thing is they all get individualized to fit you, your age, your stage that you've gone through your traumas, your category of trauma, your stress, whether it's body, emotion, mother, father, sibling, schoolmates. All of these things are resolvable when you tap into the power of your unconscious mind. But if you do what most people do, which is fight between your conscious and subconscious, you just chasing your tail like a dog. You're gonna round and round in circles, and you're not gonna get anywhere new or different. Uh, it's that Einstein's theory of insanity: do the same thing over and over again, expect a different result.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Your conscious and subconscious mind will never come up with solutions that will help you. Where your unconscious mind is just waiting to help you, totally available. It's your unconscious mind is even smarter than you are. And you might say, thank goodness. And I would agree.
So you talk about the unconscious mind. How do you help your clients actually achieve that? How what are the steps
Yeah.
that you utilize to help them?
Right. So again, Wise, counterintuitively, paradoxically, I do the opposite of what they've been doing for years or decades, which is to really embrace and accept everything that's going on consciously. And this can take 2, 4, 6, 8 hours, doesn't take weeks, months, or years, but really be able to go deep. And I always say, when in doubt, go deeper. So you're going to go deeper into the emotions, deeper into the traumas, deeper into the stress, deeper into the pain about your relationship with your father, mother, siblings, uh, other people in your life. So you're going to go deeper into your emotions, what I would call the movie of your life, the Wise movie. You're going to go deeper into your emotions than you've ever gone before in your life with safety. So if it feels like it's ever too much, you can get out. There's always exits. If it feels like it's too much, we build those in. So if you feel overwhelmed, you can always get relaxed and comfortable, but knowing you have those exits, that safety, and those that take moments to integrate and very easy to learn. So you have to go deeper into what's going on emotionally than you've ever gone before in your life. And that can take, like I said, 2, 4, 6, 8 hours. Then you have to go deeper than you've ever gone in your life into your subconscious mind. you're inner expert at everything, you know it all, you're perfectionist, you're critic, you're judge, you're never satisfied, never good enough, skeptic, all that. You've got to go deeper, not try to get rid of it. Like we talked about before, that's a waste of time, energy, and money. You're going to do the opposite. It's going to take you 2, 4, 6, 8 hours, and you're going to go deeper into the part of you you've been trying to get rid of all these years, this inner perfectionist, inner critic, inner judge, deeper than ever before. Again, when in doubt, you're going to go deeper. It'll be the deepest you've ever gone. I can assure you, everybody says the same thing. And after all that, you're going to have some conversations and dialogues between your conscious and subconscious. They're just going to be more useful because you're not going to be trying to change each other for the first time in your life. And by getting into that dialogue and that openness, that's going to be the bridge to get to your unconscious mind. So those deep conscious and subconscious emotions and judgment are bridges to your unconscious mind, your inner wisdom, your transformation, the wisest you. Yes, absolutely. And once you're there, you're going to spend 2, 4, 6, 8 hours, whatever it is, just listening to your wisdom. It's free, it's open, it's epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. What you've been waiting for all these years, it's here, it's in you. You're writing it down, you're feeling it, you're talking with yourself. And then as you realize, oh my goodness gracious, I feel healthier, lighter, more relaxed than I think I've ever felt in my life. This is amazing. Then we have some conversations, dialogues between your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind. Now, this is a real family affair. This is a real breakthrough. This is amazing what happens here. This is where your best life experiences get seeded, and you start to plant seeds of how you want your present future to go based on your past. And I know we can all agree, every listener, every viewer, you and I, Wise, it's amazing how much can grow from one seed. I mean, all of us grew from one seed. Every redwood tree grew from one seed. I mean, from one seed, it's amazing what can grow a 500-foot tall tree. So when we start planting seeds inside of ourselves in our unconscious mind, a very rich garden of life for improvement, evolution, transformation, happiness, health. I'm amazed with every single person I work with what happens. Everyone's different, and I'm always amazed at what people can accomplish once they plant these seeds that they get to from this very unique and certainly something no one's ever tried before, which is this total integration holistic approach of really deep with acceptance, with love, with compassion, with friendliness, with caring, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously. This is the wow. This is the I can't believe it. This is I never thought this is unbelievable. Well, and it's you. And you did it. All that happened was it just got facilitated, but it's all you. It's not coming from a pill, or not coming from me, not coming from anybody else. It's being facilitated in you because it's been waiting all this time. Just finally, you're getting to the experiences, the techniques, the solution of how to make it happen. And then, of course, integrate it into your daily life. That's the huge part. Okay, I had the breakthrough. I feel better than ever. This is amazing. Now, the most important part is integrating it into your daily life. And that's fun. I mean, we still follow people up 10, 20, 30 years. So we know what's working and continues to work. And we know where people have gotten stuck and what they need help with. Because it really is, once you get the breakthroughs, once you grow and evolve, it really is about integrating all of this into your daily life. That's the big one. That's the fun part. Like, wow, I've been feeling really great for a long time now. This is phenomenal. Yeah, you are. You are phenomenal. You are awesome. Look at you. Okay. I'll take it. That's what people say.
So What's next for your work? More books, programs, global outreach. What
Yeah.
exactly is in store for you?
Yeah, it's real live experiences. It's deep inner work. It's, sessions on Zoom. It's sessions at the beach. It's sessions in the forest. It's sessions in the garden, wherever you're comfortable. So whether it's in person or nowadays on Zoom, wherever it is, it's really that deep inner mind body healing, conscious, subconscious, unconscious experience, because you have to experience it. We learn by the action of experience. If we read about it or we're told what to do, it goes in one ear and out the other. Or we do it for a day or a good weekend, like the weekend warrior, all this weekend high. Yeah, it can feel better for a day or 3 days or whatever. But to really get it integrated into who you are and how you are, you have to have experiential learning. You have to go through going deeper into your conscious mind than you've ever gone before. Safely, comfortably, going deeper into your subconscious mind, safely, comfortably than you've ever gone before, so that you can go deeper into your unconscious mind than you've ever gone before, because that's where the gold is. That's where your inner wisdom is. So it has to happen through experience, through sessions, through practicing together, going back and forth. And that's why I said it can take 2, 4, 6, 8 hours for the conscious, and then 2, 4, 6, 8 hours for the subconscious. And then it's 2, 4, 6, 8 for the unconscious, but that goes on for the rest of your life. You actually end up integrating that into your daily life, into your work, your relationships, your self care, your health, your happiness. So that's really what it takes, is that, it's like if you play sports, you have to be on the field, you have to be there. If you're, whatever you do, you have to be where it happens. So, with growing as a person and evolving as a person and having this sort of inner evolution, it's experiential. We have to like do it on Zoom or in person, whether it's the beach or the mountains or the garden or an office like this, wherever it is. You have to experience it. That's how we learn. Human beings learn by the action of experience. Human beings are not primarily rational. Everybody knows what they should do, and then they don't do it. Everybody knows, oh, I read the book, I saw the article, I did the course, I had the therapy, I got the coaching. I know what I need to do. I know what I should do. Okay. And then they don't do it because they don't have that subconscious, conscious, unconscious inner learning. I mean, you ask anybody who's trying to lose weight, they know exactly what they should do. It's not a lack of information. They know about exercise and carbs and fat. And people are like brainiacs in the area of nutrition or what they should do for exercise. It's not a lack of information. They don't need any more information from anybody. What they need is experiences that take them deep inside themselves, consciously and subconsciously, to get to their unconscious and then integrate all of that. That's what it takes. There's no question about it. We've seen this with so many thousands of people that are doing better than they ever would have believed and better than anyone else thought, including their doctors, their therapists, their family members, their partners, their kids, their parents. Nobody thought these people would be doing as well as they are. And they're doing even better because they really learned and went deep and integrated what they need to into their daily lives. Every one of you listeners, every one of you can do this. It's in all of us. It's not like something you have to buy or something that's only available to certain people at certain times. No, no. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 86,400 moments a day, every one of them. Yes. Yes.
Well, Dr. Alman, we've come to the part of the show where you get to the solo spotlight screen, and you get to plug away and let everybody know where they can find you and websites, everything.
Okay. Well, definitely find me. I do a new video every day on social media. Go to LinkedIn, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to YouTube, go to TikTok. It's at Dr. Alman, the at symbol, DRALMAN. My website is DRBRIANALMAN, Dr. Brian Allman. I'm there. If you work and it's about business, go to True Sage. You are your own True Sage, spelled just like that. If you want the app, you can find out about it at Dr. Brian Alman or True Sage. You can read some of the books. We have another book coming out at Christmas time that Dr. Felitti and I wrote. So you can connect with me. You can chat on social media, whether you see me on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, anywhere. You can connect with me. You can call me. You can email me. I always get back to people because I am committed to helping people help themselves, because mental health, emotional health, physical health, it's a right. It's not a privilege. We all have the same rights. So feel free to connect with me because I will get back to you, whether it's drbrianallman.com or truesage.com or through the books or through the social media. But you can find me every day. I did create a technique for Wise's viewers and listeners. So if you go to Instagram or Facebook and type in Thrive 2025 and just post that, I will send you the technique that I created for Wise's people, Wise's community. And you can do it on any of the social media sites, and I'll send it to you. Just type in Thrive, yes, 2025, and you will get a pleasant surprise. I'm going to help you connect with your unconscious mind.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Alman, for being such a great guest. I appreciate your time. If give me a moment, let me close out the show and we'll chat a little bit off the air. But thank you so much. This
You're
is
totally welcome.
I
Thank
appreciate
you so much, Wise.
I appreciate you being such a great guest. Thank you.
I appreciate you being such a great host. I gave you a 5-star rating on Apple, by the way, and I
Uh,
hope everyone else does, because I've been watching your podcast and I know what you're bringing to people. So I want to give you that 5-star rating, and I made some comments based on what I've been watching. I'm looking forward to our podcast as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Once I release the audio, because it's out on YouTube right now, but I will be releasing the audio in about 2 weeks, and I'll tag you in it, and you can share. Yeah, you can share the Apple link to that as well. Thank you so much,
Well,
Dr. Alman.
thank you.
But don't leave just yet. Let me just close out the show.
Okay.
But thank you so much.
Thank you, Wise.
All right, everybody. Another great episode is in the books. If Dr. Alman's story gave you new hope, go visit drbrianallman.com and check out his books and resources. And if you know someone struggling with stress, trauma, and burnout, share this episode with them. Healing isn't just possible, it's waiting inside of all of us. Stay mindful, stay resilient, stay wise. Everybody knows how it does it. Everybody know how I do it. Peace out.